Hey Sagittarius, welcome to Honeybird Tarot. I'm Shan, and this is going to be your general reading for May 16th through May 31st. All right, so I'm going to start with oracle cards like I usually do, but this time I'm going to use two different oracle decks. And the first one I'm going to use is the Adinkra Ancestral Guidance deck by Bresi-Ando, Tools for Living. Everything is pre-shuffled. I just want to give a quick shuffle on camera. Okay, quick. Ooh, there was two, so we'll take both of them. So first you have Juaninaman. I think I'm saying it right. Yeah, Juaninaman. That is ram's horns, a symbol of humility together with strength, emphasizing that even the strong need to be humble. And Musuyidi. Musuyidi is that which cleanses and removes bad luck, a symbol for good fortune and sanctity. It encourages regular requests for good omens from God. And I'm going to check the guidebook for any additional messages. Juaninaman is exerting power does not have to be painful to yourself or to others. Assert yourself in a loving way. State your point without raising your voice or displacing another, despite what society depicts as power. Additional meanings for this card is the ram will fight fiercely against an adversary, but also submits humbly to slaughter. Be mindful not to replicate imbalance. Find new ways of defining and exerting power. Okay. And Musuyidi. All right. This is, you have drawn this card to bring good luck to your endeavors. Start with gratitude and vibrate positively to usher in the blessings that are waiting to unfold in your life. Additional meanings are do not block your blessings. Give offerings to your ancestors today and protect your energy and desires. Okay, and let's see what the Okana Oracle has for you, Sagittarius. This Oracle deck helps to facilitate shadow work. Toil. He who aims too much gets very little. This card talks about overworking and using overwork as a means of validating ourselves or yeah, let me just, I want to read from the book because I want to make sure you get the fullness of this message. Toil. Okay. Struggling with feeling overworked but feeling guilty when rest is needed and acted upon. There exist so many books, articles, and videos showing us how to take a guilt-free rest. Why does the idea of giving yourself a break make you feel guilty? Why does the idea that exists that unless you're toiling in the soil 24/7 that you're otherwise wasting the precious non-refundable time in your life by taking a mental health day to recoup, regroup, and realign? We oftentimes need outside validation to tell us, yes, it's okay, burnout is a documented concept, give it a break, before we stop and take a step back and be still. This card suggests that you're struggling with this balance, never allowing yourself time to live your life outside of work or family obligations, and belittling your need for a day off. Being a hard worker is all well and good. However, one of the main draws to being efficient is being able to step away and appreciate the progress made, acknowledging the future and disconnecting in order to recharge and come back to tackle the remaining objectives. So this card is saying that using overwork as a means of validating yourself only leads to burnout, and you will end up being even less productive because you neglected or refused to take time to get the necessary rest. And that you shouldn't feel guilty for taking that rest. It is a necessary part of health and maintaining your physical health, your spiritual health, and your mental health. And it's absolutely a necessity for productivity. It's necessary for productivity. It's a necessity. I don't know what I just said, but forgive me. All right, let's get into your tarot, Sagittarius. Well, I feel like with all this mention of the ram here, you could be dealing with an Aries, possibly also a Taurus, because there's a bull here in this toil card. But I feel like this is spirit saying that you don't have to always be going full steam ahead, whether that is overworking or going full steam ahead when it comes to your communication with others. You don't. You can be humble and strong. You don't have to set out to hurt people or to exert your power over people to embody your strength. It takes strength to exercise humility. And I feel like bringing those energies into balance is going to bring good luck into your life. Ooh. No, we don't want that to happen. There we go. Spirit, what messages do you have for Sagittarius? Oh, goodness. Spirit, what messages do you have for Sagittarius? It's too many. Messages for Sagittarius, please. Is this Libra or Virgo? I feel like this is Libra and Virgo that got these cards, or some combination of these cards. So you may be dealing with the Libra or may have Libra somewhere in your chart, Sagittarius. Maybe dealing with a Capricorn. Or have Capricorn somewhere in your chart. Definitely Capricorn. Okay, Sagittarius. So the first card you got is Baba Cowrie. Baba Cowrie would be the King of Pentacles in the traditional tarot. This is could be a Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo, but if it's not one of those energies or not one of those signs, this is somebody embodying the energy of being very stable and having a lot of material abundance, having stable and secure income, making a good amount of money, owning property, could possibly be a parent because sometimes cowrie or pentacles can represent children. But this is a very stable energy, someone who is hardworking, determined, very focused on manifesting material abundance and maintaining that material abundance in their life. And they make very wise choices when it comes to their finances and yeah, and property and the material things that we ascribe worth to. Okay. The next card is the Three of Cane or the Three of Wands. And this talks about waiting for something to manifest, waiting for your ships to come in. And the moon is here, so there could be some mystery, or you could be wondering, how long it's going to take for uh, for those manifestations to come in. I just heard a month because the moon is here, but or it could be 3 months because there are three wands here. But I feel like either way, regardless of the time, there may be some vague idea about. Excuse me, Sagittarius. I'm sorry. There could be some vague idea about when these manifestations are coming in, but you're not quite sure. But you are in the energy of waiting patiently because you know that what you have been trying to manifest is coming in towards you, and you have taken the necessary action to manifest whatever this is that you are waiting for. Right? You have bondage here, which is the devil in the traditional tarot. This could represent actual bondage or having addictions, obsessions, codependency, or you could be dealing with a Capricorn. This person in this card looks like they are begging for their freedom. They want to be free of whatever this bondage is, whether it's an addiction, whether it's codependency, or whatever. And to add to that feeling of wanting to be free. Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry. Excuse me, Sagittarius. Wanting to be free and wanting to be out of this energy of bondage, of codependency, or addiction. You have the Six of Cutlass or the Six of Swords. This talks about moving out of a difficult situation into a much calmer one. Moving out of a time of difficulty or anguish, especially in the mental space or in the emotions, into one where your mind is clear, your emotions and thoughts are calm. This could also have to do with an actual physical move, moving from one place to another to try to have some peace or to move to a more peaceful environment. And under the deck we have a goon. Now, a goon, under the deck could be a position of something that is hidden, not quite clear, or it could be the overall energy for the spread. I feel like this is something that is hidden, Sagittarius. I feel like this is your Egon saying, we're here, we're in the background. You might not see us or be acknowledging us, but one of these cards told you to acknowledge your ancestors today or say thank you to your ancestors today. And I believe it was Musuyidi. Because they are the ones who cleanse and remove bad luck from our lives. They help to open up our path and help us in our day-to-day living. So you're needing to honor your Egun, honor your ancestors, Sagittarius. I feel like they want to help you, escape this feeling of bondage that you may be in. They want to help you bring in this energy of Baba Kauri, of bringing this stability into your life. Want to help you bring in these things that you've been trying to manifest and help you live in this peace. But you need to acknowledge them. Okay? And if this is a love reading, I feel like someone is waiting for an opportunity to move towards someone they love. A person who is in control of their finances is looking at, could be a Sagittarius, or looking at, it could be a Capricorn, or they're looking at looking forward to releasing themselves from this energy of bondage, this energy of codependency or addiction, and wondering when they will be able to move forward to a more calm environment, internal and external environment. Okay, we're going to clarify. I'm going to clarify with the Rider-Waite. Baba Kauri here. It's too many. Why is Baba Kauri here? Anything else to tell us about Baba Kauri? Okay, so nothing else to tell us about Baba Kauri. The only card that you got clarifying Baba Kauri, which could be Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, is the Lovers. So Sagittarius, I definitely feel like you are involved with an Earth sign, and you are having to make a decision about love, a decision about a soulmate relationship, possibly waiting on the opportunity to manifest something with them. Maybe you're waiting to get out of another situation, or you are looking forward to the opportunity to move from this energy of obsession or codependency to one that's more calm. But the Lovers are here with Baba Kauri. Maybe you're feeling like you need to embody that energy yourself. You are trying to increase your financial stability before you make that move. Maybe that's what you're waiting on. You're waiting to manifest financial abundance before you try to move to calmer waters with this Earth sign. Why is the Three of Kings here, Spirit? There's too many. Why is the Three of Kings here? Okay. Okay, so clarifying the Three of Kings. First, you got the Chariot. So I feel like you have made a decision and you are sure that you want to manifest this. You are sure that you're wanting to move towards calmer waters, whether that be in just your mental and emotional space, or whether it really means to move towards calmer waters with someone else. Like I said, definitely looks like an Earth sign, or specifically a Capricorn. And I feel like you're wanting to move forward from a place of hurt. Something has already transpired between the two of you, and one or both of you have ended up in this energy of the Ten of Swords. Extreme hurt, feeling like it was going to take you out, but it did not. This person is not dead. They will come out of this pain, and then tens break down to a one. This is the end of a very painful cycle. If you can see in the background of the card, that is the moment right when the sun is rising, where it's the darkest before dawn, where the sky is going from black to that beautiful brightness that the sun brings. Okay? So I feel like one or both of you is in this energy, or maybe this is what you are trying to manifest coming out of this Ten of Swords energy to get that clarity. Well, one or both of you is aware of what is going on here. One or both of you has some intuitive knowledge, some spiritual knowledge about what's taking place in this situation. And I feel like that knowledge is being granted by Egun. Somebody is very in touch with their ancestors. And I'm feeling like it's probably the other person that's involved, because you have a card that is telling you that you need to acknowledge your ancestors. Maybe this person is already in touch with theirs, but if not, I mean, it could be that neither of you is, and the ancestors are saying that you're needing to contact them so that they can help you embody this energy as a high priestess. The high priestess has a lot of spiritual knowledge. She has knowledge of light and the dark. She holds the Torah on her lap, spiritual knowledge. The moon, which signifies or represents mysteries, sits at her feet. She has a crystal ball on her head, a crystal ball on her third eye and crown chakras. She's very psychic, very prophetic. She sits in front of a curtain of pomegranates, symbolizing forbidden knowledge. The high priestess knows. She's very aware, but mum is the word with her. She doesn't say anything. She's not telling anyone what it is that she knows, but she knows a lot. She's aware of a whole lot. So I feel like maybe this person that you're moving toward knows that you are moving toward them, or maybe it's because Spirit is gifting you, Sagittarius, this energy of the high priestess, of being aware of exactly what it is that you need to do, exactly what it is that you need to move towards, and maybe you are just keeping quiet about what it is that you're trying to do here. Okay, let's see what bondage is here. Why is bondage here? I wanted to say about the bondage card. In the traditional tarot, or the Rider-Waite tarot, the bondage card is the devil, and the people who are standing in front of the devil, there's two people. They have shackles around their necks, or the chains around their necks, but the chains around their necks are so loose that it's obvious that the people can literally just pick them up and take them off. It doesn't look the same in this deck, but that energy still surrounds this card. And you'll see why it came back to mind again in just a second. But I really feel like you are trying to move towards either this Capricorn or whoever this is that you are in this energy of codependency or obsession with, to bring some healing after being in this Ten of Swords energy. The star is about healing and about wish fulfillment, the fulfillment of these wishes, those manifestations that you have been waiting for to come in, Sagittarius. Spirit is saying that healing and wish fulfillment is here for you, but you are stuck in your head about it, obsessing about it. And the fact that it is coming out to clarify bondage makes me think again of those people in the devil card who could just easily take the chains from over their head and lift it right up. This person can easily break out of this, what is that, toilet paper she's wrapped up in? She could easily step over that puddle. It's not a river. There's openings between these swords. She can walk right out without getting cut. All of this feeling of bondage or feeling stuck is in this person's mind. And on the other side of that, the Ten of Pentacles is here. This is the legacy card. This is total fulfillment in a relationship. Is total stability. This is lasting stability, like through generations. This is having children, having grandchildren, having a dog, having property, and having the pentacles or having the money, the income to sustain that for generations. That's absolutely beautiful. Why is the Six of Cups this here? Two, I guess. Okay. So the first two cards that popped out for the Six of Cups were the Five of Wands and the Six of Cups. So I definitely feel like, Sagittarius, this is someone that you have already had some sort of relationship with. If it's not a romantic relationship, then it could be a familial relationship. It could be a friendship, maybe possibly even a job that you might want to go back to. But there's some arguments, some conflict, some competition surrounding this reconciliation. That's what the Six of Cups is. It talks about a return to our loving emotional origins, or return to an earlier loving emotional relationship, a reconciliation. And I feel like maybe you are expecting there to be some competition, or expecting for there to be some fighting surrounding this reconciliation. But I feel like Spirit is saying it is going to be celebratory, or at least that's what you're looking forward to. And I feel like that is what will manifest for you also. You just have to you have to believe. You have to be bold enough to move towards that, this new sense of calm, and to get clarity and to let go of any options. I feel like you are really stuck in your head, or really confused about having multiple options, and not really knowing what to choose, or knowing what to choose but being distracted by lots of other illusions or confusion that surrounds other options that you may have. And under the deck, in the position of what's hidden or what's the overall energy for the spread, you have the Five of Cups. So I feel, Sagittarius, like you or this other person is in a state of regret about this. Even if it could be either of you in this state. It doesn't necessarily always have to be the person who did wrong who is feeling this regret. You can regret the loss of a relationship, even if you were the one to end it, because you feel like you weren't being treated fairly. But nonetheless, there is an air of, someone being sad about not being with this lover and are wanting to move into calmer waters in this love relationship after a time of hurt. But whoever is moving toward the other one is very clear about, about the decision that they're making, very clear about wanting to move forward to this peace and healing that they are trying to manifest. Even though they're, kind of wrapped up in their thoughts, and I feel like they're wrapped up in their thoughts around these confusing options. Maybe someone has too many places or people or things to pick from. Or in their mind thinking that there's going to be arguments or competition waiting for them when they get to the person, or maybe arguments or competition in the environment that they're in now is keeping them from moving toward that person. But I feel spirit saying that there is healing here, and nothing is going to keep the lovers apart. Nothing is going to keep you or this other person from being in the energy of Chariot and moving towards this Ten of Pentacles. This is beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful, Sagittarius. You have, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 major arcana. So a lot, you will be getting a lot of help from the universe when it comes to this situation, but a lot of it is also going to be based on your actions, about you taking the necessary steps to stabilize yourself. Definitely acknowledging your ancestors so that they can help you and bless you with this good luck and help to open up your road so that you can move towards this peace that you're seeking, this healing that you're seeking in this situation. Okay, Sagittarius, thank you so much for watching. I love you. If this resonates with you, please let me know in the comments. Please like, share, and subscribe. Please follow me on Instagram at Honeybird Tarot. I'm going to be doing a live love reading tomorrow evening, I think at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where I will allow people to ask yes or no questions pertaining to love. So please follow me there. All right. And I will see you next time. Pelu Ife. With love. Bye.